cloud, and I'm gonna hit closed caption for me. And okay. All right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna ask our chaplain to lead us off with a word of prayer.
Our Heavenly Father, we ask that you surround us, embrace us, hold us, and lift us up where we need to be lifted up, when we need to be lifted up. Uh, Prepare a clear path for us, fill us with knowledge, and keep us together as a solid family as we have been for so many years. We ask these names in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Boy, sometimes we really need that. All of us need that. And sometimes we don't know that we need it, and we need it. So thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. First of all, thank you once again for being here. As most of you have heard me say today, not today, many times before, that in many ways you lift me up at least once a month, whether I'm down. I'm not down very often, but to see your smiling faces, I felt that this medium has brought us so much closer together. Instead of talking on the phone or not talking on the phone or whatever, we get to see one another and see smiling faces. So this is a huge opportunity for us to see each other and laugh and smile. So thank you for being here. Um, known deaths since the last month here. Let me see if I can do the share button here. And give me a second here while I do this.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable. You need to.
Okay. You should be able to see my screen now.
Mm-hmm.
In the last month, I'm aware of these two deaths in our family. This young lady is Viola Lemons Charity from Lenexa in New Kent County, Virginia, age 62. I did not know her, but I knew her father when I was living there. You see, she's age 62, and I moved away just before she was born, so I didn't get to know her, but I knew her father. So her funeral is tomorrow at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Lenexa, Virginia, New Kent County.
Yeah.
So she's
Like we might want to
as
move.
as you know, many of you know Elise and her sister, her brother Eric, and sister Frances, who just passed away in Brooklyn. This is from that side of the house, the family, that Dilemma's family. And of course, last month, Carlos Von Meekins, age 58. If you notice, the previous person's age was 62. And here is Carlos, who was son of James Alfonso Meekins, who passed away on March the 1st of last year. And Carlos died on, I think it was February, just a few days before the first of this month. It was shocking at age 58 to see him leave of natural causes.
Wow.
It's just for what I've learned, he became very, very sick a few days before he passed away.
Wow.
Blood pressure was 270 over 170. So
God.
that clearly was a huge issue. And just shocking. He's survived by his wife, his second wife, Sabrina. Overall, he had 7 children, four boys and 3 girls. Ages range from age 9 and 11 by his second wife, Sabrina, and the others are by his first wife, Wendy, and with the oldest one being 33 years old. Some of you on the call here were with us at the funeral last April 12th in Maryland for his dad's funeral, and we saw many of these people we're talking about here now in Carlos' family. And I remember as we left the repast, Carlos said to me and others. I'm going to take care of my brother Ray. Ray, the boys' ages were 58, 60, and 62. And you see, um, the youngest boy passed away. So you can never tell who's. You always look at the oldest one and say, "Oh, it's gonna be next." No, 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 no. That's not the case. But it's very ironic. He said he's going to take care of Ray, and not knowing, and none of us thought this man would be gone so quickly. Less than 12 months after he said those words at his father's funeral. So very, very difficult situation. His family is going through some tough times, as you can imagine. So thankful that those are only two that I am aware of at this point in time. I'll switch back to the to Zoom here. Hopefully, I can do this right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Seems like Zoom always has so many buttons. Oh, stop share. That'll do it. There you go. Okay, I'm back. The only known illnesses that I have been made aware of are, just give me 1 second, let me write down the Reeves name, are, let's see, Gloria Woodson Bassett is still under the weather to a certain extent. She's still having some issues. She's been in a nursing home for a while. I'm not sure where she is at this moment, but y'all keep thinking about her, keep praying for her. As you know, she's a very valued member and longtime supporter of our family functions. The only other person I'm made aware of was Robert Meekins Jr., aka Robbie or the Weed Man. Some of you all might know he was involved in a terrible motorcycle truck accident a couple of weeks ago. I saw the video, and the only thing I can say is the Lord wasn't ready for him. It was not pretty, but he's been released from the hospital, and I think he posted yesterday that he has 4 bones broken in the back, T2 and T3, 2 each, I think he said, and then I believe 3 broken ribs. So he's lucky. And he could have hit this truck broadside, but he hit it toward the right rear of the truck. I don't know. He's just lucky to be alive, but the good Lord wasn't ready for him. So those are only 2 that, and everybody knows the Weed Man. He is something else. I think I read recently that he's going to have something on the TV channel Tubi, Tubi, I believe it's called. Tubi. Okay, some kind of show is coming up. Something about him is coming up on that soon. So when it does happen, I'll let you know. By the way, when I'm rolling along, don't hesitate to stop me if you know of somebody else you'd like to add to my list as far as anything I'm talking about, especially the illnesses. Okay. Birthdays this month. Oh my goodness, I don't have my list near me, but I do know Walisha's birthday today. Walisha Meekins' birthday is today. I can't remember everybody else's. I apologize for that. I got a list right here somewhere. But so I normally have that list right at my hands, but God knows, in the last 2 months working on this website, I don't know whether I'm going or coming. But happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday this month.
My wife's birthday, excuse me. My wife's birthday is the 18th.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
I probably got you on my list. I just don't have, like I said, I don't have the list in front of me right now.
I'm gonna mute.
I saw a picture of you on Facebook the other day. Is that a new picture of you? Or am I thinking about somebody else?
For me,
Yeah.
I don't usually go on Facebook, but I did put my daughter's birthday on there.
Oh, that was your daughter.
Her on there. It was her birthday
So
on.
I said she looked mighty different.
Mighty young.
It's
Oh boy.
next
So
to the
here.
next to the youngest.
Older.
Oh, okay.
Oldest.
That ball blue.
Okay. Genealogy, I continue to work on that. I was doing some research today, this evening on uh somebody, I forgot who it was. Oh, the person I was just talking about that passed away. I had to add some information regarding her family. And I went all the way back, was it yesterday? That was the day. Yesterday I was working on somebody's. I took them from now all the way back to like 16 something. So holy cow, because normally you can't do that because the records are just not there. But all the way back to 16 something, that's amazing. Uh, as most of you all have heard me say before, I don't spend a lot of time working on genealogy from yesteryear because most of that's already been done and what's available is available. What I concentrate on every day is what's happening every day, the weddings, the marriages, the births, and unfortunately the deaths. So that's why I always encourage you to please just let me know what's going on. That way we can update our records. So without saying anything, I'm always talking about genealogy. We're going to talk about genealogy or during the family reunion a little bit. And assuming Bubba is going to be there, I'm going to ask him to chime in a little bit. Not much, just a little bit, because I know he has a lot of information stored away in that great big brain of his. Um, Next one, Emma Woodson Hill Scholarship Fund. The application will be sent out on April the 1st. I want to say, again, this is a reminder. Uh, Thank you, first of all, for those who have contributed donations for both of our funds, the Seed Money Fund and the Scholarship Fund. Uh, the monies that go to the Scholarship Fund, every penny you donate goes to the students. We are roughly $2,000 behind where we were at this point in time last year. So that means that depends on how many recipients we have this year. Uh, the amount per person will be less for sure. But um, we started off by giving out $100 to a person or people at that point in time, recipients. So, and because of your generosity, we have improved greatly over the years. So I just want to remind you, not necessarily you, but the other family members, because you all have heard this and you all are contributing. I'm sure you are. I can't remember everybody's name as to whether you've contributed or not, but get your family members, other family members, remind them to please help us. I know Bubba does a wonderful job of doing it, encouraging people. Because I get letters and I get comments, I get feedback and I know where it came from. I know it came from Bubba. So I appreciate his help so tremendously. So I'm encouraging you all to please do the same thing.
Okay.
The Ted Herman Meekins birthday card project. I continue to handle that every month, thankfully. I'm able to do that. I spend actually, prior to this year, I used to send out a paper copy type card. And then it got to the point stamps are so expensive. And I stopped that effective this year. Quite frankly, I'm sending out more cards now electronically because where I didn't have physical post office addresses before, if I got your email address, then I send you something. So I'm spending more time, but I allocate 4 or 5 hours a month to just sit down and take care of everybody's cards for the next month. So, but that's a blessing. I'm able to do that
Yeah.
electronically, and I
Oh,
hope it.
nice.
I hope it. I know it brings a smile to some people because we get feedback. Uh, uh, like I think Ron's daughter, Nikki's. I think her birthday was, well, I forget now, a few months ago. And I've also seen the cards posted as a thank you on Facebook. So I know people are reading them, and if one person per month enjoys it, that's fine. That's let them know we're thinking about them. That somebody is thinking about them in this family. Um, family reunion update. You received the save the date notifications, which and the dates are July 31st through August the 3rd.
August 3rd, I said.
Okay.
August the 3rd. I don't think I told you the location, did I?
No.
No.
Okay. That should be coming within hours. Um, I expect that to be. I expect. Okay, let me back up. The reunion committee for this year is being led by our New York, primarily by our New York cousins, the Howell sisters, Detrell and DeReef, and with other family members, the Ropers in New York, and support from around the country. This is the direction that we as a family decided a few years to go with. That is, instead of a dedicated chapter, which we don't have anymore, to go to something like this. So the Howell sisters are the leaders on this project. So just as soon as the ink is dried on the contract, then I'll be allowed to send that location uh, to you, hopefully within hours. It's a done deal, I can tell you that. Those of that's on the call that's part of the committee, like Greg and Linda, know it's a done deal. I just got to get the okay from them to say this is where it is.
Can you tell us the city? Can you confirm it where?
It's on the
City-wise,
East
not
Coast.
necessarily venue.
It's on the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
It's between Maryland and New York.
Wow. Okay, Jimmy.
Um,
The only
it's
thing
between
between Maryland and New York, I believe, is Delaware and Jersey. No, not
You talking
not
about
Delaware,
Philly?
Jersey. Philly.
I can say this: it will not be the ML Hotel.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, really? Really?
For those of you who attended the two reunions we had in New Jersey at the ML Hotel, I can say it will not be there. So, but just it's if you can read between the lines between Maryland, further north, okay? But
So you saying it's in New Jersey and not New York? Or you saying
Well, wherever it is, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
I understand
Yes.
that part, but I'm okay. I'll leave that alone.
it's
It's somewhere.
if from your new work location, it's less than 2 hours. It's less than 2 hours away.
All right. Right.
2 hours away from where?
Where her new work location.
Where's her new work location?
Well, definitely not.
That's
2
in
hours from
Maryland.
Phoenix, you can believe that. I don't know. Come on.
Oh,
So 2 hours from Maryland. So
Yeah,
that's New Jersey.
So from where I am, it's
It all
about
depends on which one.
hour and 45 minutes. I know where you're going to be, so you about
but
30 minutes from me. So
doesn't it depend if you're maybe flying in your private jet? You did good.
Wow.
Jesus.
You know what? I received that in Jesus' name. I'm gonna have a private jet. Okay.
I want to ride in that.
All right. Absolutely. So, Greg, I'm gonna need your photography services from above. Yes.
Amen. You got that.
I will give you one more hint. Two people on this call were extremely instrumental in finding, researching this location that we're going to be at.
That's not helpful.
So we don't have any games today, so maybe this is the game we're playing.
This is the game.
You can do
Just
charades,
elimination.
eight animal.
Oh, listen, why don't we do this, Jimmy? Why don't we eliminate them? We have to go through the 50 states.
Wow. He already said East Coast, so that then took out a good chunk. Yeah.
Not California.
No,
All right.
definitely not there. That would be 2 hours from you, Ron.
That's right. But as Linda said, you're gonna love the place.
Oh, you're going to. If
yeah,
you don't, you're just not up to having fun.
Oh, boy.
And for those who have young children and
Oh,
grandchildren,
boy, they're gonna go berserk.
Yep.
Really?
There's some Adventureland park nearby. Okay.
They're gonna go berserk.
Wow.
Some of you youngsters too is gonna go berserk.
Yep.
Wow.
Old and young.
Yeah,
Gonna go
Yes.
crazy.
yeah.
fantastic place.
I'm even
don't know where it's at.
I'm even considering coming a day early.
Oh,
Oh,
we're gonna do
man.
the whole thing on a boat? Is that what you said?
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Anyway, we'll let you know. And it appears probably, see, this is Friday. I'm hoping by midnight tomorrow night, I should be given the word to go ahead and tell everybody.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
I'd hope to be allowed to tell you tonight, but I'm not the person that's in charge of this. Along with the family reunion committee, we have a few fundraisers going on. We did pretty good with the popcorn fundraiser we had a few months ago, and we did very well. Thank you for helping us with that. And we have a Katie's Candy fundraiser in progress as we speak. We will probably run this until the weather gets a little bit warmer, because candy being distributed by Amazon in hot weather is not the thing to do. So we have been somewhat successful with that. I'm happy with it. And so that is still ongoing. And if anyone wants to buy a case or receive a case and sell the case, just let me know. There's no upfront cost to you. It will be delivered to your shipping address by Amazon. All you have to do is just send me your shipping address and I will take care of the rest. And again, for those who have already helped us, thank you so, so much. I am really appreciative of that. Because we remember that we started with $0. And when you're going out talking to hotels, and you got the plan, you got to have you got administrative costs, you got all kinds of costs. And you start with zero, the only one way you can go is up. So we appreciate what you've done. And again, if you can help us with that over the next few weeks or so, just let me know. Send me an email, send me a text message, and I'll take care of the rest. We got another fundraiser coming up any day now, but I don't know enough about it to explain it to you. So I'll have to let one of the persons that's working on that part of the project to discuss that. Just a reminder of the 2026 Cousins Cruise. My daughter's not on here tonight. She should be traveling to Roanoke for the weekend to be with her mother. So that's why she's not here tonight. And my niece, Melanie West, is in Suffolk, Virginia tonight. Her due to the loss of her uncle on her father's side. So that's where she is tonight. So otherwise, she would be here. I mentioned earlier something about the Richard Thomas Fortune Humanitarian Award. That's new, and this is something that I thought of because of the way uh, I felt, and most people who knew Richard feel the same way. And we witnessed a lot of the great things he did. If you attended his funeral, unfortunately, we don't learn about the greatness of people until they die. And I pretty much had an idea, but when he passed away a year ago, then I found a heck of a lot more. So I thought we should remember him because of the person he was and how much he supported what we're trying to do. Just a fantastic individual. So I had a group of people who put everything together, the background information and so forth and so on. But now I need a small group, I would call it a committee, to take this thing and make selections. In other words, we'll obtain applications, and this group will take a look at those applications and pick a winner. That winner will be announced during our family reunion this year. I'll get ready to say the date. Yeah, I've already given you a date, so I can say that. July, August, it'll be August, early August, probably that Saturday, most likely. So I've got at least I want 3 people. I already got one person. So if anyone is interested, let me know. I'm going to, if I don't hear from anybody in the next 2 days, I'm gonna reach out to 2 individuals that I have on my on my eyeballs right now. One of them on my eyeballs right now, and the other one is in Jersey. So uh, I'm going to reach out. So I got to get this done and get it started because we got to get applications out. I have I I have an idea. One person that I hope sends in an application. She's from down Chickahominy area, but I'm not going to say anything at this point in time. But I hope her application comes in for this award. I'll just say this: she's at VCU now. I won't say any more. But anyway, that's where that's going. And here comes Patrice. Hello, Arib. I didn't get a chance to welcome you.
Quite all right. You're busy talking and I'm listening. I feel welcome just getting on. I'm so grateful that Abby reminded me that tonight was the second week of the month, the second Friday of the month, because I would have been upset tomorrow had I remembered tomorrow morning that I missed, but I was looking forward to it. I tell you, I
Good
go
to
through
see
that
you,
every
Kurt.
month. I do. I go through it every month like that, and I look forward to it. And when I'm not here, it's because my days are getting all messed up in my head. I'm thinking it's a Thursday, that Friday is a Thursday, or when Friday comes, by the time it's time to get on, I've completely forgotten it. And I'm well into something else. In fact, when she texted me, I was I had just broken fast with my husband, and we're sitting there relaxing and talking, and my mind was not only on the atmosphere that we were in, but also what I'm going to be doing later on this evening. And the thought of this being the second Friday was nowhere in my brain cell, completely.
I understand that.
Oh boy, uh, uh, thank you, because I would have been so upset with myself. I tell you, I really would have been very, very upset with myself because I look forward to this. You know, growing up as a child, Eric can tell you every Saturday we go over to grandma's house.
Oh,
And there were times in the year that we would
Is that yours?
spend time at Aunt Mary's when she wasn't busy because of the fashion times. And when we would go there at her house, oh, you'd be lucky to find a chair. Everybody would be there. All the cousins, relatives, all over the place. And in her brownstone, every floor, there'd be relatives from the top all the way down to the basement. And everybody's communing together.
Was this in Brooklyn?
Where is Aunt Mary? No, Aunt Mary was living in New
Manhattan.
York at that time.
Oh, she was living in Brownstone in
In
Manhattan?
the Browns, yes, she owned a brownstone in New York.
Really? What street?
Oh, man.
Aunt Mary, was she on Eric
I'm
somewhere
trying to
around
think. I'm trying to
100 somewhere between 135th and 145th, somewhere
Yeah,
in that area?
yeah.
Oh, that's the elite African American historical area of Manhattan.
Yeah.
I went to City College on Common Avenue on 135th.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I know that area. Oh, that's
I
beautiful.
was real young. I'm surprised she still remember that.
Oh, I remember. You know,
Yeah.
one time I was talking with my father and he jumped up off the couch and he said, "You were only 2 years old. How do you remember that?"
Yeah, I'm surprised you remember that.
It frightened him.
Yeah.
Of one of the little family gatherings that we had. But yeah, and these things, they stay in my mind, you know.
What years are you talking about
Oh,
that
man.
people would come to the brownstone and fill it up, relatives?
Going back the years? Well, since
In
I
the
was
60s, you mean?
I would say, yeah, along in the 60s, in the period of the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, you've been there once. She came with.
But I wasn't with you when you were a kid.
No, but you went with. I believe I took you there. We wound up going there one year, and it was a long time ago. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you what.
Okay. That was a different Harlem back then.
But Saturdays was for my mom's family, and then on Sundays, my father would take us to Brooklyn for relatives, for his relatives. And there's nothing, you know, when you're with family, you're in paradise. That's what it felt like for me, just being in paradise. It just made life fantastic. And I can even remember the times, some of the weekends when we would have, we might be home and get phone calls from family members around the globe. I know I was in elementary school at that time, and one weekend, I spoke with relatives. I think they were in France and 2 in Africa, and they lived there. They weren't visiting; they lived there. We spent one weekend from relatives who lived in Germany, but they were visiting the United States. And you know, that's why I think the best thing that came out of COVID was the availability for us to use Zoom in order to come together.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, because it's somehow we dropped the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and that's disastrous. We dropped the ball. Mary's generation, they made sure that you know, Aunt Mary's generation made sure that everybody got together sometimes and communed with one another as a family. She was very busy in her, you know, in her work, and being that she was in fashion, what have you, she would be very busy, extremely busy. She'd spend 6 months outside the country and 6 months in the country. And when she was here, she would be very busy. So when she'd have a period when she was, you know, the low period of fashion season was at a low, uh, that's when she'd have the family over to the house. And it was fabulous. Met cousins that, you know, that we met some of our cousins that we stayed in contact with for years. And it was just, it was fantastic. In fact, Aunt Mary was the one who let me know that her sister, Aunt Emma, uh, had the first family reunion down in DC. She
Oh,
told
wow.
me about it, and I remember my husband stayed up here because I had some work to do, and he said he'll do the work. You go on down. I took my two older children with me, put them in the car, and drove on down to DC, and we had a ball. We did. We just had a ball. It was so nice. It was fantastic. I met family members who lived on the family plantation down in Virginia. They remember my mom from when my mom had to go down and live with them down in Virginia after she had come out of she had a weakened immune system, and she was in had gone into a coma for an extended period of time. And when
Wow.
she came out of the coma and they got her, uh, they had to prep her and get her ready so that she could go down to Virginia. And she lived in Virginia for years until she got probably in her maybe last year or so of high school when she came back up to New York. But she couldn't really live in New York because of the New York air doesn't circulate the way it's supposed to because of the high tall buildings.
Mm.
It's too much congestion. So any type of uh, any germs and what have you pretty much stay like a cloud,
It's
and
trapped.
you're not even cognitive of it. It doesn't. It's not like in the country where you get a chance to spread out and thin out, and you know. But so when I was there, when I went down that first year, and I met, you know, one of the cousins, and he was oh, I forget his name right now. He's the one. He was extremely tall. He had 12 fingers and 12 toes.
Oh, Miko.
Mako, yes.
Yes.
And he was the one who was telling me he remembered my mom, and
Uh-huh.
cell phones had not long come out, and I was so glad I had my cell phone. I called her right away so she'd get a chance to talk with him.
Oh, nice.
He told me he remembered her when she was first sent down, you know, coming out of that coma. He remembered her well, and how she was when she was living with them. And it was just so good. And I was so glad that she had that opportunity to speak with him because it's been years since I think she had that opportunity to come together with him.
Mm.
But significantly, we had a ball of all the people who were there, and I was so glad that she had gathered all that information Aunt Emma and was doing what she was doing, because otherwise we wouldn't be here today,
That's right.
you know? And that's what makes you so important, Jimmy, because you're carrying on that legacy. And I
Yes.
know it's a job and a half.
Wow.
It's a job and a half to do that.
Wow.
You know, my hat's off to you.
Yes, sir.
We need to
Yes,
salute
ma'am.
you.
I agree.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Along with your comments about the reunion, I'm going to I'm going to show you something along those lines in a second, but I want to say welcome to Patrice, who's one of our major helpers on this year's reunion. Welcome. I hope you are not moving around and you can show your face.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just eating some dinner. I'm stable
Okay.
today.
We covered as much as I'm allowed to regarding the reunion this year,
Okay,
and
good.
I did not mention your name specifically. I said the Ropers, basically an integral part of what we're trying to do. What not what we're trying to do, what we're going to do, July 31st through August the 3rd, and of course we have not announced a physical location yet. Because as you know, I'm not allowed to do that until I'm told it's okay. But it's a done deal.
Hmm.
And Patrice has done a lot of work. And we appreciate what she has done, what she is doing. And let me just say this. I, uh, Patrice, I told them that the reunion location will be between Maryland and New York. Um, we originally wanted this to be in New York City, but it was not cost effective. And I will leave it at that. I will also say, Reeb, well, I ain't gonna say no more. Uh, I painted a picture here as to pretty much where it is, what state it's in. Uh, Bubba, nudge your daughter there.
I'm here.
So I'm talking her to sleep.
No,
I
I've
know
been up
she's.
since 5 something. I'm good. I
I'll
heard you.
give her. I'll give her. Say, I know you've had a long day, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you being with us. Um, One thing before I go to the website, I found went on my iPad and I found my list of birthdays for this month. I mentioned Walisha, her birthday is today. One of our good cousins, Capri Batty, Wayne Chin's daughter, her birthday is coming up. Cloris' birthday is coming up. Didn't get a chance to tell her happy birthday. I will make sure that happens. Um, Shirley Golden, our cousin up in Ontario, Canada, who was on the call few weeks ago. By the way, she sent, as she said on the call, she was going to send us a donation. She did. She sent one. She sent a check for multiple family members, immediate family members. That is wonderful. She has a sister and three brothers in Baltimore, and she sent donations for them and some of her nieces and nephews.
Oh,
That's pretty good. She is a strong supporter of us.
nice.
And she tries very hard to get her nieces and nephew to go to college. If you don't remember, she's a former English teacher who taught in Russia. So you can know she's in the educational field.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay.
other birthdays this month, Stanley Tyler, then in Providence Forge, Virginia. Some of you remember at the Williamsburg reunion, he gave us $1,000 check for our scholarship fund. Still wish you'd give us another one. Let's see. Francis and Lemons down at Lemons down at Ebenezer Baptist Church in New Kent. His birthday is coming up. Uh, Ron's sister, Barbara, is coming up
Oh,
this month. Oh, well, it's already passed. I'm sorry.
no, it's March 30th. It's a birthday.
March 30th.
Yeah. March.
I had March the 3rd, so I may
No, 30th.
30th. Okay. Well, she got it early. I'll resend it.
Thank you.
You probably looked at me and said, she looked at that email and said, "What's wrong with this nut?" But anyway, I'll resend it. I'll resend it with my
We'll be
apologies.
grateful.
I was probably when I was retyping something anyway.
Yeah, just put a 0 on that 3.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I just made a note of that. So that's it, along with the rest of the folks this month, and I already got my list. Going forward, I will just use my iPad and don't have to worry about a piece of paper.
Oh, Jimmy,
Okay.
wait, before you hang up, my daughter's birthday was March 5th, the night of the meeting, but I know it passed already. Nia.
Which
He said March.
okay.
So you could just add
Okay.
that. Yep, she turned 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And never
congratulations.
Yes.
and never been kissed.
Well, and she better not have been.
Hey Jimmy, I have 2 grandbabies that had birthdays or having birthdays this month.
Okay, good.
I have 2 granddaughters that have birthdays this month.
Okay. The names?
The youngest is Naomi Cooper, and she turned 3 on March the 1st, and on March the 18th, I've got a granddaughter in the DC area. Her name is Chloe Meekins, Chloe Elizabeth Meekins.
Oh, boy.
And she turned 5.
Yeah, it's Jamal's daughter.
Jamal's daughter.
Edward Jamal.
Beautiful.
She's 5 already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Portia's daughter is Naomi. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Thank you. Very good. I would love to get to a point where like one of us, somebody could handle the adult birthdays and somebody handle the kids' birthday, because it's important. It's important that these kids get to know who we are, and let them know they are important to us and what we're trying to do as an organization. But that's one of my goals. I'm gonna keep working on it. Well, I don't know how long I'm gonna be. Never mind. Keep saying what I'm going to do, but then after July, after August, well, okay. Anything else except I just want to show you a few things on the website.
Who's the picture behind you?
Oh, I've been doing a lot of work, continue to do a lot of work on the website, primarily redoing the pictures and adding names as much as possible. Because as I told some of you all before, my daughter said to me, "Dad, who are these people? There's no names here." And she was right. So in the last 2 months, not less than that, I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours redoing the pictures and adding names as much as possible. And I'm sure I got a few names wrong, but that's okay. If someone sees a mistake, just let me know and I'll be happy to correct it. So I ran across this picture from 2007 reunion in Philadelphia. The lady here with the glasses on, that's not smiling, that's my Aunt Laura Meekins Miles. And the lady on the right there is Greg James Chin's mama, Alice Meekins Chin. I had this picture, I looked at it today, I was putting it on the website, and I said to myself, what was she laughing about?
No idea.
I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful picture.
Must have been really funny.
I think the joy I personally get out of looking at pictures is if I know the individual and what a great person they were or are.
Greg probably took that picture.
Huh?
Greg probably took that picture.
I don't remember. I didn't show it. He's most of the pictures on the website belong to him anyway. But just a wonderful person his mom was. I mean, look at him.
Yes.
And look at his daughter, Leah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know Leah,
she had to go. Sorry.
that's okay. That's
She
fine.
went to her residence for time being.
Oh, Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. So yeah, I chose that picture to show it tonight. Just because I just thought it was a great picture. I just wondered what that tail was. We won't know until we get to heaven. They're gonna ask her. What was it?
Sure
Who you
enough.
laugh? Who you asking? And that shirt she has on is a family reunion church from Virginia.
Yeah.
It's the state of Virginia. If you can see it, and it's in red. I think that was, I can't remember right offhand which reunion produced those particular shirts, but that's what she has on. That was in the hospitality suite in Philadelphia, the hotel in Philadelphia. Okay, let's go to the website for a minute here. Let's see. I just want to show you a few things here. Let's get back up here. Let's see here. I want to go to DC. Let's see, go to DC. Way down to the end of DC. Go up here. Let's see here.
Just gotta loosen it up.
Okay. All right. So, Arib was talking about DC. I hope this was the year you were talking about. This was 1993. See here, 1993. Wait a minute, I'll share it with you in a second. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Give me 1 second to pull it all the way up. 1993. Let's see here. Now, keep in mind, these pictures from 93 is kind of old, of course. Let's see here. I can get this right. Let's see here. Let's see here. I said the blind man. And zoom. Where's the share button? Share button is right here. And I go to right here. There you go. And hit the share button. Okay, you should see that.
Yep.
Okay. Reed was mentioned 19. She was saying DC. And again, I hope this was the one she was talking about. But anyway, I put these on the website a few days ago. They were already there, but I redid them, is what I'm saying. But this was the covering of the book. I noticed after all these years, they got Coles, Lemons, Beacons, Williams, Woodson, and then somebody wrote in Williams. So they left off a name. They made a mistake there. So, and by the way, in some of these events, when I redid these events on the website, I added a picture of family members, because again, a way of educating our family of some of the really wonderful people that were in our family. So you'll see this person's picture on each page for this particular posting for 1993 or 2007 or whatever the year might be. This is Mary Lucy Meekins Reynolds. Her son was James Alfonso. One of her sons was James Alfonso Meekins, and her grandson was Carlos Vaughn Meekins, who I mentioned earlier, passed a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, this is the cover of the souvenir book. I hope you all can see that okay, right? Okay, and these are just some pictures. And again, where I could identify some of these people, I did to the best of my ability. This was, I don't recognize the yard there, but this is Mary Lucy. Well, this is Mary Lucy, as I mentioned. And you know who that is right there.
Alan.
I'm talking about the one in the yellow.
Linda.
Yeah.
Much younger.
Much younger and no white hair.
Oh. No, Linda, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh,
she hasn't.
thank you. Thank you.
She hasn't.
Oh,
And
God.
this is Gregory and his mom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, look
So
at
I
that.
have that shirt.
Yeah, you had that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the shirt right there for
Yeah, I
that
still have
year.
it. I still have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Me too.
Wow.
I still
Can
have
you
that.
still
I
wear?
do.
Can you
Yes,
still wear it?
to wear it.
Uh, I don't know, but I can go get it and try it.
No, no, I'm just
Mhm.
kidding you. I know I
Yeah.
can't wear mine. That's why I
I'm
was.
gonna I'm gonna show you something once we're done.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Um,
Jimmy.
the 95.
Okay. All right.
Look,
And
look, look.
that's James and Linda.
Almost like he got a crown on his head.
Hmm.
Yeah, it sure does look like it, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a light fixture.
He
Hmm.
got
I
his,
sure
Wow.
I sure wish he was still here. I'd give
I
him
know.
I give him a
He's
lot
got
of.
his crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does now, doesn't he?
He
Yeah.
does have a crown now, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
And in
Hmm.
the middle there, that's Richard Thomas,
Oh,
fortune,
Mhm.
and a much younger. All of us were
Mhm.
younger too back then. And
Yeah.
Linda,
Yeah.
and I don't recognize the other person there.
That's not
Uh,
Muriel, is it?
Who?
no, that's not Meryl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Meryl Woodson, and that's
Uh-huh.
Emma Woodson Hill and Tony,
Uh-huh.
or
And
better
why
known as
not?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Yeah.
You know,
um,
Jimmy, at that reunion, Richard's car was stolen.
Yup.
yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, we held that at the Howard University, the Howard Inn.
Howard
Yes.
that's
is
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
always.
yep, yep,
Oh my God.
yep. Sure did. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was let me back up a second. That was 1993. My daughter graduated from high school in 1988, and she was intent on going to Howard. I told her I did not want her to go to Howard because of the environment, not the
Hmm.
university, not the university,
Right.
the
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
And luckily she listened to her dad for once, and went to school over at College Park. But it's how the neighborhood just grew up around Howard, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just not
Oh, yeah.
healthy. Uh, okay,
Yeah.
this is Emma
Uh-huh.
and Robert Woodson and Laura, and this is Kenneth, her
Mhm.
grandson Kenneth Miles Jr.,
Yeah.
Hmm.
better known as KJ. Robert died about 5 years ago. He was, to my knowledge, he won't. This is the only family reunion he retired. He attended.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was the only one I can remember him attending.
Yeah, I don't remember him in any other.
Yeah,
Oh God, isn't it neat?
his granddaughter was one of his granddaughter, because he had a whole bunch of children. Was a recipient of a scholarship in Williamsburg.
Mm.
One of his daughters accepted on behalf of this young lady, and the young lady is doing very well in college out in Los Angeles.
Mhm.
And of course, that's Emma and Linda,
Mhm.
and there's as Alice and
And
Alice.
Alice.
Alice and
Yeah,
Alice.
Alice and Alice. Yeah,
Oh, Allison.
and that's Dr.
Good.
Gloria Turner and James Alfonso, long
Hello.
time boo.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Oh,
she looks so young on this picture. Look like his daughter.
yeah.
Mhm.
Glad
Yeah.
he's not here. I'm glad he's not here to hear me say that.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah.
This was at James Alfonso Meekins' house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I recognize it well because over the last few years I've done some work on this little deck out here
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
Fix some of
That
the
he
lights back. See
invited
that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that's the one he invited all of us back to his house for a barbecue, a send off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just like Richard did one year we were in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, that was the first time I met Richard, really got to know him.
Mm.
His hospitality that day told me right then, this is a special person.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's Douglas and
Mm-hmm.
Richard and my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is handsome James.
Mr.
Looks like
Shaw.
looks like $1 million. and look at the gang that looks. Is that you, Greg?
I'm looking. That looks like
Uh,
me. No,
and
no, I
is
don't
this
think that's me.
yeah?
No,
Huh.
no,
This right here looks like Wayne. I'm not sure who that is.
That's
no. I don't think that's me.
No, this is
n-
Wayne right here.
Yes, that's Wayne.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is um Clarence and Leroy and Johnson. They were the,
Johnson.
Oh,
uh-huh.
this is Leroy right here.
That might
No,
be
that look
Leroy.
That might be Leroy.
Yeah, that might be Leroy.
Hmm.
Um,
okay.
she and
You think
Aunt
you,
Alice always roomed together. Oh, I can't think of her name.
so?
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I know
From
her sidekick. I know who you're talking about.
yeah, from
Yeah,
Camden.
but I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember her name though. That's right.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Hmm.
and there are three siblings right there.
Oh
Alice,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Alice,
nice.
Roth.
Nice.
I left out a name there.
Mariel.
Alice, and
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
to put Mario there. Hold on a second. Let me take a
Yeah.
picture. Hold on. Let me take a picture of that so I can fix that.
Hmm.
All right.
Let me take a picture of this so I know go back and fix it. Oh, come on here, thing. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Irene. That's her name.
Oh, okay.
That was cousin Irene Johnson.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, sure was, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
because they
yeah. I
do
know.
always room
Remember,
Oh
together.
yeah. I
yeah.
remember her well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Like
you knew her grandmom.
Yeah, absolutely.
her grandmother.
But was that Gertie? Aunt Gertie?
Not my Aunt Gertie.
No.
It was different Aunt Gertie.
Hmm.
Osabel's sister
Yeah.
was her grandma.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back and fix that. Every time I look at this, I'll see something I need to fix. Who is this right here?
Oh
I
no.
don't know.
Because at first look, I said that's Linda. That's not Linda.
No.
No.
So anyway, so
She's
that's
in a
oh
couple of pictures, and I don't know who she is. She might be somebody's girlfriend.
right. That's probably what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, there he is.
There's
that's
the
Greg.
professor.
Yeah.
It's Gregory James.
Man, no Greg. That's a good one.
Cute.
This was the banquet night,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
and
boy. Hmm.
and look at this, some good picture there. Now, who is this
Yeah.
lady right here?
Wow. Oh, is that?
Hmm.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
The face looks familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah,
And of
I
course,
don't know.
that's Alice, and as everybody
Hmm.
says, Aunt Alice, and that's
Yeah.
Douglas, and
Mhm. There's
Douglas.
Dougie again.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. As much as he used to be with us, just show you how
Don't
things change.
don't you miss him? I miss
Oh,
him
I
being
do too. I
around.
do. I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
this is Sophronia. This is Miso's
Yes.
wife right here,
Yeah.
Sophronia.
Uh-huh.
It just dawned on me looking at her here. I'm not sure who these ladies are.
Yeah, I don't either.
This is out on the floor, dance floor.
Dancing.
Uh-huh.
Dance floor.
And the girl in front of Alice, that's Doug's daughter, Denise.
That's
We
Denise.
call her
Oh, that's
Nikki.
Denise.
That's
Yep.
Denise.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me make a note of that on
Yeah.
dance floor.
We call her Nikki, but
Nikki. Yeah.
her real name is Denise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In 1993. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. And just think all these little kids now, wow, this is what, 20 some years later, they're grown
Grown.
now.
Grown. They
Yeah.
grown.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Richard and Sherry Chin,
Very.
Hmm.
and probably one of Sherry's grandchildren. This is
Right. And
Gloria.
that's
Yeah.
Gloria.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
Gloria Turner.
Hmm.
And Osoph and
Mm-hmm.
Emma and Mary
Mm-hmm.
Lucy
Yeah.
Yeah.
and It's great. This is a good picture here.
Oh,
I'm not sure
yeah.
who the little boy is and don't know who that little kid is.
No.
I don't need, no, I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Alice Muriel that you were
Yeah.
asking about earlier
Uh-huh.
from Daytona Beach, Florida. Is where she
Uh-huh.
lived, and Emma Woodson
And
Hill.
Emma. Mm-hmm.
And same here.
Mm,
I got the same damn picture, don't I?
Uh-huh.
I sure do. Let me make a note of that.
Mariel showing her goods.
Let me sh-
mhm.
let me show. What? Oh, you call him good? Let me shut up.
Or
Let me
whatever.
shut. I say I hadn't even noticed that. Okay, I'll fix that. I'll delete that. And this is my cousin, my uncle
Uh-huh.
Earl Wesley
Yeah.
Meekin's daughter, only child, Earlene.
Yes.
She still lives in Hampton.
Oh, good.
Uh,
She's still with us.
yeah, she don't come to anything anymore, which
Oh,
I
oh,
miss her. I wish she would.
yeah.
And
Aurelia.
really,
Okay.
this was Earl Wesley Meekin's second wife.
Uh-huh.
And it was her stepmom, and this is Gregory
Uh-huh.
James.
Are you sure?
Greg, you about 13, man.
I don't know.
I
I
can look
don't
at
know.
it. I can look at his legs there and his physical body. I can see why he was that he was a track star. I mean,
Yeah.
But
I
Even,
really
don't look at
can. I can.
him now.
even me.
Well, we've all
Mhm.
changed. This is a good picture in the hospitality room.
Yeah.
Looks like getting them gift bags ready. That looks to me
Yeah,
like what
that's
you all
what
were
we were
doing.
Yeah.
doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
And this is outside of at Jimmy Meekin's house, I believe. Yeah, it had to be.
Getting
Mhm.
ready to
Yeah, it had
pray.
to, yeah, getting ready to pray. That's exactly right.
Mhm.
This is Aurelia
Yeah.
and my late sister Teeny
Yeah. Oh.
and Mary Lucy and myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And you see, I have none but black hair.
Yeah.
None but black hair. You see what his job has done for me
Yeah.
and to me.
Right.
Oh,
And this is
oh, that's
I,
Irene.
That's Irene.
That's
yeah,
Irene.
and Jim.
And Aunt
And
Penn.
wow. Is this
And
Leroy?
that's Leroy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. See, I didn't put any names in because I wasn't sure who they were. I knew who he was, of course, and I knew
Yeah.
who she was. But then I looked
Mm-hmm.
at it and said, it looks like Leroy.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go back
Leroy.
and fix some of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
That's
same
it.
picture too, isn't it? That the same
Yeah.
picture?
Yeah. Duplicate.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Make a note of that too. So I do a copy function, then I forget to go back and delete one of the copies to see. Oh, bad night. Delete one. Okay. All right. And this is Lauren
Lauren.
and
Yeah.
this to Howard Inn, as you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And this is the same picture except that
Mm-hmm.
I added on my sister here, excuse my daughter here
Hey,
on the
Jimmy,
end here.
Oh,
Yeah.
look
you
at
look
Yes.
like
Rita. Oh man.
Jimmy. You look like a little like Al Sharpton, bro.
Yes, he does.
I used to get that a lot.
I'm sure you look
I
like
mean,
one.
Yeah.
as recently as a few months ago, uh, I think Joni texted me, asked me who was this or something like that. Yeah, she asked me who was that. I said, that's me. Just saying, and some remarks about I look like Al Sharpton, and then laughed. I
Uh-huh.
said,
If, if, if,
Well, not
if you
now, but
needed a
back
double,
then.
you was it.
Not
Yeah.
now, but back
that,
then.
that there have been times I've been mistaken at funerals, and special funerals.
Oh,
I've been
I would have played that up.
Yeah, yeah, you
well.
could have made some money
Oh,
on
now, what about it?
They asked me, are you the pastor? Are you a deacon? And I said, as much liquor as I drank last night. I said that one time. As much liquor as I drank the previous night, no, I couldn't be no pastor.
Yeah.
So, 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 But anyway, for those who don't, that was my mother, and that was
Yeah.
my only sister, and
Yeah.
that's my daughter right there.
You know,
Uh,
Jimmy, some of the pictures you look like Alan Garcia too. Your
Yeah.
favor. You can see the
Mm-hmm.
family.
ah,
Yeah. You see their line.
I I showed, while we talked earlier about Robbie getting hurt on the motorcycle, and he posted a picture of a baby picture of himself.
Yeah, I
And
seen that.
I posted one. Now I added on to his comment a picture of me at about the same age, and we look just alike.
Mm.
Just
Mm,
just just alike. It
wow.
was, I mean, and he
Mm,
commented, it was amazing. It's amazing.
yeah. Strong
Meekins,
line.
Meekins. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another great picture.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Again, I don't know who this lady is. That's the only thing. I don't know why. I'm gonna ask Olson when I see him. I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah.
I
Who
bet you
is
he
that?
knows.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Olson knows. Um, and then some more. This was at the banquet.
Banquet.
I
Yeah.
wonder, was
Yeah.
that his girlfriend Rosemary? Rosemary. Remember Rosemary? She would come out a lot,
Whose
but I
girlfriend?
don't
Might
know.
be. I don't know.
Well, a friend. I'll say friend.
Yeah, just say friend. I don't
She
know.
Oh, let me.
may have wanted to be the girlfriend, but I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that was
Okay, I
the
got you.
topic.
Look at Al Sharpton down there.
Yeah, chilling. Mm-mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. Uh,
Mm-mm-mm.
I think this young lady here is one of Rhonda's. Well,
Yep.
could
I don't know
be
which one.
probably Micah, maybe.
No,
Maybe one of them.
Oh,
It's hard to tell
okay.
right there.
definitely one of them.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think it's one of 'em. Well, here you go, right here. This is
Oh, wow.
that must be
Picture.
Micah, I guess. And of course,
Mm.
this is Emma, my mother,
Grandma.
and,
Mm-hmm.
and and her. These are three sisters. One, Elsie, my mother,
Yep.
her
Uh-huh.
youngest sister, Cora,
Oh, yeah.
and
Mm.
Laura.
Laura.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Mm.
This
Mm.
Mm.
this is the baby sister. In
Mm-hmm.
2011 in Richmond, um, the executive committee was in charge of that family reunion that Sunday. On that Sunday, we were getting ready to depart. And strangely, she came to me. I'm talking about my Aunt Cora right here. And she said, "Can I say the benediction?" I
Mm.
said, "Of course." She gave the benediction, and that was the last reunion she gave.
Oh,
Mm.
wow.
I'm saying, I shouldn't say that. It was the last reunion she attended. A couple of years later, she was gone.
Mm.
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 Just amazing.
Yeah,
She was
wow.
Mm.
gone, and she was a baby.
Mm. Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I love looking at these pictures, but the memories just, ooh.
It hurts sometimes.
Yes, 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 yes. And Gloria and
Mm-hmm.
James.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this
Mm-hmm.
is I don't know who this little girl is. Probably one of Rhonda's kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Beside grandma, I'm sure that's probably was. So that was 1993, and I
Mm.
might show you. See, 920. So I'll just show you a little bit of something else, and I won't
Mm.
hold you any longer. See what we're in the Philadelphia. Oh, this was, what did I miss here? This is 1999. This is 1999, right above it. So I'll just go back, and then we'll go back up. 1993, and then right above is 99, and that's me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
in Sophronia.
Sophronia.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah, this is 99 here in Bethesda.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and this is the lady
Mm-hmm.
who started, whose idea started our bi-yearly reunions. It's her idea, Dorothy Rowe Simpson.
Wonderful.
She was on the Lemons Cole side of the family.
Wow.
Uh, One of the things I want to talk about at the reunion is, I'm asked a lot, how do these six names here, why do we use these six names? And I'm going to explain it during the reunion. I'm going to try to explain it the best way I can. This is a wonderful picture here of Miso and Mary Lucy. And in the background, you see Beulah
Yeah.
Meekins. That's
Yeah.
Ted Herman's
Yeah.
wife,
Yeah.
and Gloria Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the inset in this little picture here, I show you. I put pictures here. This was Alma Woodson Shivers from here in Washington, D.C. She was one of the original members of our Washington, D.C. chapter. She died in 1998.
Mm,
She died young,
mhm,
cancer. I believe it was breast cancer.
mm.
I'll never forget that cousin Emma, and some of y'all might have heard me say this before. Cousin Emma came down on Amtrak. I picked her up on that Saturday morning at Union Station, downtown Washington, and we headed to Howard University Hospital. And we got there, and Alma had just died, and I was
Yeah,
Oh,
so hurt,
yeah,
so hurt.
yeah.
oh
I
man.
It,
remember
it,
that.
yeah,
Mhm,
it was just hurtful, and
mhm,
and thankfully Emma, of course, came here and spent the night with us here at our home. And but that was Alma was so I put this picture on each one of these pages to so that we
mhm,
remember her. Um,
mhm,
and
mhm,
and this is Alice and Richard.
mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
this is the one.
Is that
This is one.
Bubba?
the
Oh,
UVA had
Yeah, must be.
hey.
yeah, you got skinny there, Dad. Yeah, yeah, that's you.
They look
Aunt
like
Caloris on the
that look
right.
like Brenda.
Looking
Aunt
good.
Brenda, Aunt Cloris on the right, Brenda on the left.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay.
Now you said that lady on on the left here is who?
Brenda Meekins, she used to be married to my uncle Gilbert Meekins. They're divorced now. She didn't change her name though, but
Okay, I'm
that's
writing this
Brenda.
down right now. Why? Okay, good. I'll go back and fix that.
And on the right
Okay.
is Caloris Jones. So our cousin Corliss that was on the phone earlier, that's her mama Caloris
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
nice,
Yeah, with the
with the
nice.
glasses.
glasses and the blue shirt.
Oh
Mhm,
yeah, I know her well. She sent us a check the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my and real dog back here.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really that dog, but
Is that
that's
cousin Earl?
Earl, yeah, cousin Earl
Mhm,
Wesley Meekins.
mhm,
And this is Paul Woodson,
mhm.
lives here in up on my lives in Bowie. Good man, very strong supporter of our family reunion activities.
Mm.
Okay.
So
Looks like
Bubba goes way back, like most of us, way back. But he well, we all were a little bit slimmer then back those days. Uh, but we're still here,
oh,
and
this,
Look at
eh,
Theodore.
this is
uh,
Ted Herman Meekins. Every reunion, I always expect him to pop up. I don't know why, because he made every effort, no matter how sick he was, he would get on the Amtrak and come.
Yeah, you would get
Uh,
on that train.
Yeah.
yep. And again, our birthday program is named after him. I decided to name it after him because and this is one of my aunts,
Oh,
Irene Meekins Person and David Allen
Yeah.
Barker.
Yeah.
Some of y'all might wonder why I call him David Allen Barker, because we have two David Barkers. And to differentiate between the two, I always say David Allen. Mary Lucy and Laura Meekins.
mm.
Hmm.
And look at that picture there.
Handwriting
Wow.
stuff.
And that's Leroy on the back here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is my uncle Earl Wesley
Huh?
and
Yeah.
Alfonso James.
Yeah.
For those you know, he was a master chef in the United States Army.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
just never stopped cooking all the way to the end until he could not do it. I
Hmm.
miss him. I miss him so much. And this, of course, this is Irene Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her brother Leroy since Irene's funeral.
I haven't either.
Neither have
And
I.
I ask her daughter all the time. She said he has removed himself from everybody.
Wow.
Is he
Yeah.
still with that girl?
Yeah, and that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I figured that.
Mm-hmm.
I say girl, I mean lady.
Yeah.
His wife.
There go Laura.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Irene.
and that's my aunt Irene. Persons when she became ill and she was living in Columbia, South Carolina. I had to become executor of her that's not the right word. I had to become her guardian for the last couple of years of her life due to a severe stroke. This is Barbara and Ted, a
Yeah.
husband and wife
Mhm.
from New York City. And of course, Reeve remembers him very well. And this is
Mhm.
Evelyn Rubin from, I think she was from New York.
Yep, she's from
Uh,
Brooklyn. That's my grandmother's sister. Mhm.
there you go.
Ah,
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember her. She was checking into the hotel that day, and I said,
Mm.
and I remember her because she said, "I'm supposed to have a roommate, but the roommate didn't come.
Mhm.
Who's gonna pay for the other half of the room?" I'm sorry, ma'am. I ain't nothing I can do about that.
Trying to hit you up for them funds.
I always remember her. She's a very nice lady, very
Mm.
nice lady.
Mm.
And these are the sisters here.
yeah.
Emma
Yeah.
and Muriel. I remember Muriel a lot because she helped us on this end when she came up to the reunions. She and her husband would
Mhm.
catch the auto train,
Right.
Amtrak,
Yep. Yep.
from
Yeah.
Florida up to Virginia. And so she good lady. I was shocked when she passed away. And that's
Yeah.
cousin Emma there, and then Barbara
Mhm.
and James
Mhm.
Alfonso.
Mhm.
And I can't remember James Alfonso being on the dance floor. I don't
Ever.
remember
Me
that.
either.
I, I,
That's a
I,
first.
Mm.
I just can't remember that.
Wow.
I wish he was still living. I would show him this picture and say, "Man, what were you doing?"
What was he trying to do?
Well, we go. The other question is, what was Al Sharpton doing?
Mm.
I was heading to the table. I wasn't dancing. I was just walking by.
I don't know. Them hands look like they like ready to move.
I was looking for a cup. This is Mary Lucy. And I need to add Laura's name to that,
Yeah.
and Emma Woodson again,
Uh-huh.
and so this was 1999.
Yeah.
The first time the DC chapter had hosted a reunion, and we
Mm.
hosted reunions in 99, 2005. Um, I forget. It's been a total of 5 we've done so far, with the
Mhm.
latest being 2022.
Man, I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. I'm not gonna show you any more pictures.
Oh,
Um,
sure. Uh,
I'm not. As I'm just gonna go back to the top here,
oh,
and
wow.
Good
Look at
pictures there,
that.
though.
Oh, man. You know, Jimmy, when we would, when the Jersey, Pennsylvania crew hosted the reunion, our aunts always said we had to do a skit. And that was something that, however, but we always had to do a skit. And I
Mm.
think
oh
DC was the first time we did a skit. Philadelphia, we did a skit.
Mm.
And it was just a fun thing, but it
yes,
was history.
yes. Oh, okay. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Wow.
look at the Minkus men.
Yeah. Yesterday was Gene's birthday.
Oh,
Oh
We
was
my
it?
celebrated
goodness.
his birthday in heaven.
Holy cow! Look
Yeah.
at Fred Chin in there. Gee
Yeah,
whiz.
look how thin he is.
No
There's
kidding.
Fred.
Look at you.
Wow.
Greg looking like
Well,
Reverend Chin.
with my old man comforts on.
Yeah. And Richard when he was nice and healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, that's
I
a good
assume.
picture.
Mm.
Yeah, we hired a professional to do
Yes.
we got taken. I mean,
Oh yeah, he burned everybody.
yeah, yeah. Mhm. I
Yeah.
ain't even. Oh, that was
Look
the
at
last
that.
time. That's why I say
Mm.
I thank God for Gregory.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and look, and this is primarily. Well, I can. No,
That
it's not
person
primary.
down there, that person next to me, good Lord. Scratch
Which
that
one?
out. Next to me, scratch it out.
Where are
Where's
you?
Alan?
Where are
Oh,
you?
right here.
Next
That's
to
Alice right
Jimmy.
here.
Greg.
Oh, I know who that is.
What are you talking about right here?
No,
No.
Oh, we right here.
Yeah.
right
Oh yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Scratch that one and the kid on the end.
Oh,
Well, Greg, I remember what you said. So when I was putting in these pictures, where possible, I deleted.
Hey, I don't expect you to cross them out in the picture.
Oh no, not like it. But if some pictures where I could crop them out, I did. I
Nah,
understand. I understand.
nah,
But
I'm just
I hope I'm not keeping you all too long. But
Yeah. Put a little tin on them.
this is Leah, right?
where
Right here. Is this your
sure,
daughter?
sure enough, that's Leah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And
nice.
this is my granddaughter, John A.
Yup.
Yeah.
She's
And
20.
then,
Down
She's
there
yep.
20.
eating at something.
She's 28.
Wow.
Mhm.
This is my grandson who just got married in Las Vegas
Oh
in
my
October.
goodness.
He's 21.
Oh my
And
goodness.
and that's my great nephew who's 28 now, I believe.
Yeah.
Uh
Wow. Look at pineapple.
and oh yeah, that's my daughter sitting there. She's well, we ain't gonna tell you how old she is. But anyway, and that's my late son Jamal,
Right.
Yeah.
who would have been
Beautiful.
47, I believe it is now, something
Mm.
like that. And I'm trying to figure my
Jimmy, who
youngest
is
son.
the young lady and the little boy sitting like kind of in front of Retha?
This
Was she
is
in the
this
service, wasn't she?
No, not him. Up, 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 up. Right
Yeah,
there.
right there.
this is Teddy, wife and son, Teddy
Okay.
Meekins.
Oh, okay.
Theodore Benjamin Meekins. He
Oh,
is my first
all right.
cousin. He's one of my first cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's his
nice.
wife. You remember I told you a story a couple of months ago that his first wife was killed in the Pentagon crash
Oh,
Right, right,
in
right,
9/11.
Oh,
That was
right.
right.
his first wife, and this is his second wife right here. And
And
this one
Okay.
was
that was the one he was talking to while he was in the.
right. He was right. She was the girlfriend at the time. She was
Yeah,
on one
yeah.
side of the Pentagon, and the ex-wife was on the other
Mm.
side,
Oh,
on the
Yeah.
wrong
ooh.
side. Well, both of them. I'm glad. I wish neither one of them had gotten killed, but
Right,
yeah,
right.
but that's Teddy. He don't associate with us anymore.
Why? I wonder
Oh,
what's up with
I
that.
I don't know.
huh.
It just bothers me a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And I've tried and tried. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Mm.
I
And
know. You
Oh,
know,
so
we can
Freddie
worry
anyway,
Mary.
so much.
Look at Mary.
Oh, and she had all that hair.
Yep. And Denzel.
Yeah.
yeah, right here.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Anyway, folks, that's one more group picture here. I didn't know that.
It press.
Oh,
Uh, and this is Thomas
um,
Jackson Meekins. Now,
Yeah.
yes.
remember,
From Cali.
that's the person. You
Yes.
remember I told you I was researching somebody else there, and I
Yep.
tracked them all the way
Yep.
back to 16. That was him.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
tracking them because um I was and doing the pictures in Philadelphia. He met one of his brothers that he had not seen
Yep.
in many, many years.
Yes.
In other
Yeah.
words, since they were kids. And I
Yeah.
couldn't figure
Right.
out what was the brother that he met name
Mm.
was in Philadelphia when we met in Philadelphia. So
Yeah, I can't remember
I
because
can't either.
it was Richard was going with a young lady named Sharon,
Yep.
and it was Sharon's friend's brother. That's how they connected.
Mm.
is that right?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow.
Yep.
And I think he lived, I assume he lived I guess I'm assuming that he lived in that area, Philadelphia
Yes, she
metropolitan
did.
area.
Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking what I narrowed it down to, I think his name is either Richard or
Oh,
something else. Because
I can't
their
remember.
mother had a bunch of kids, and
Right.
I don't think I've found all of the kids yet.
You
Yeah.
probably had.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It
and
was
and
a
and, and
bunch of them.
yeah, and let me tell you all who don't know, my aunt Laura Meekins Miles, doing research, genealogy research, she
Mm.
found this guy's one of his sisters in an asylum in Petersburg, Virginia.
Oh,
At
yeah.
that time, she had not had a visitor in 25 years.
Mm.
whoa.
And
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry.
so what Laura and her brother, my uncle Earl Wesley, did was they started going to see her. And through the research, they found Thomas and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, in 2000, whatever year, I have it somewhere around here. The Richmond chapter had a barbecue at Bryan Park in Richmond. Laura got it so that the people at the asylum in Petersburg, allowed this lady, her name was Virginia Alice Meekins, to be escorted to that picnic, to that barbecue in Bryan Park. That's the
Oh,
first time she had been out of that facility in 25 years.
Oh my God.
25 years. Somewhere else on the Richmond side of this website, we had pictures from the Bryan Park event, but I don't have any pictures of her. But yeah, she had
oh,
25 years. She had no, and let me just say this, and then I'm gonna try to let you all go. Um, their family was broken up as kids. They went into foster homes, and some went
right.
this way, and some. That's why they didn't know where one
Who
was
was who?
located. Yeah, who was who? They knew of them, but didn't know physically where they were located. This is why Thomas Jackson Meekins and the one we just talked about, and those pictures are on the Philadelphia 2007 cited tab of this website. They met for the first, as I said, and I put a little note there, in many, many years since they were kids. So
Yeah.
it was a sad story, but a great story.
Wasn't it? It was tearful.
Yes, it was. It was. It was. It absolutely was. So I'm gonna get out of here, out of the website. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm sorry, I didn't. I you know, we start talking on these things and each week. And let me get out of
It
here. Give me a
grows
second.
legs.
Let's see here. Let me get out of here some kind of way. Lord have mercy. Let's
Yeah,
see here.
it's great.
Give me
I love it.
let me give me a second.
See
I'll get out of this
Priscilla
thing.
and Reggie in there too.
Stop
Yeah.
sharing. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, we start these interesting conversations every month, and and I look at the clock as so I apologize for taking so long each month, but it's interesting to me, and I hope that you all enjoy looking at these things because this is history. When I said I researched Thomas Jackson Meekins back to his family back to the 1600s. 300 years from now, somebody could be looking at these pictures that Greg has taken, and it'll be there probably because technology is getting to the point where they're able to keep these pictures. And whereas I might have looked like maybe I was 200 pounds now, back then I looked like I'm like by then I'm like 125, something like that. And so what I'm saying is history. It's genealogy, the way I look at it. And so I'm glad that we're able to see this. And thank you for bearing with me tonight and showing you the picture. But like each month, I'm going to show you something that's going on the website. I do have a person I'm not going to show you tonight because I haven't put it on yet. We got a spotlight person of the month, and I haven't had a chance to put her on that yet. But think about a few things. Um, Help us with the katydids if you can, and keep an eye out for the location of the next reunion, which I expect to send to you all in about uh 24, 26 hours.
Is it
That's
Hawaii, Jimmy? Is it going to be in
Got it.
Hawaii?
You named
Not
it.
2 hours from
Yes.
Maryland.
I think it's going. I
Sure.
think it's. I would
We
say
would
it's
go to
not quite.
Hawaii. You going to Hawaii? We're going to Hawaii? What?
Hawaii.
I would
Where
say
is
it's probably getting.
Hawaii?
It might be closer to a reed, maybe.
Oh.
I've dropped enough hints. I've dropped a lot of
Yes,
hints
yes.
tonight.
Yeah,
I have a problem. I
a
have a
lot of
Yes,
problem.
breadcrumbs.
yes,
My mic
ma'am.
was.
I have a problem with those katydids.
Okay.
My husband has eaten most of them. We haven't seen any of them.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
good.
Oh,
I don't know.
We're good. I might have to pay for the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Eating the product. He's eating the product.
Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
You need to try it.
He's eating all the product.
Well, for Valentine's Day, I was given a can, and it's still sitting here unopened
Oh,
because I
wow.
know that when I
Man,
open them up, boy, it's gonna be gone.
That's
they
what
all
happens.
gonna be
That's
gone.
what
I
happened.
That's
know.
what
They
happens.
gonna be gone.
That's
know.
what happened.
It's like I only eat a couple. Next thing you know, you
Couple.
dipping right back in that thing, man.
Can't eat a couple.
Like, dang, good.
Yeah.
Okay, one last thing. Do we have any volunteers for up co-hosting upcoming sessions starting with May?
No.
Okay. We'll think about it. And next month I'll ask the same question. Next month we have Leslie down for as co-hosting. And like I said, she's traveled today to Roanoke. I'm sure that's where she's going. I haven't checked her garage lately. I checked earlier this evening, it was empty, so that means she's gone. She has a camera in her garage. I can tell when her car is up. She lives alone, so Dad keeps an extra eye on,
Yeah, that's smart.
security reasons.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Very
security reasons.
smart.
Yeah,
That's
keeping
smart.
keep an extra eye on my daughter.
That's right.
Anyway, thank you for a lovely evening. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next month, and have a safe March. I was in Richmond last week. I hadn't been there in 6 weeks because of the weather, and cold weather and I just don't mix. But I'll be in Richmond quite a bit more now because I got to go down there and take care of my yard and cut grass, et cetera, in another month. Yeah, less than a month, more than likely. But no matter where I am, I'm somewhere around. If you need me, just call me. And a
Okay.
special thank you to Linda, Greg, and Patrice, and Abbott, and everybody who's helping on the family reunion planning committee. Journey and Bubba. It's a huge effort. We got started very, very late, and getting to the point where we are right now. I really wanted this to be in December, where we are almost. We're going to put together the registration package and get it out to you as quickly as possible. But your children are going to have a great time. Okay. Any other questions before we leave?
And Cousin Jimmy, I just want to say something to Arib. Last week I was not feeling good. I was very congested, but I remembered hearing you talk about the Himalayan salt.
Yes.
And I did it. And boy, does it work.
Yes, it does.
Thank you so much.
More than welcome.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes. That's all. The guy said, "Ooh, I have a cousin that told me to use this Himalayan salt." And I even told some other friends about it.
Oh, they're
And
gonna
thank you
love
so
you.
much.
They're gonna love you. You're more than welcome. Yes.
Okay, that's Journey. Over the weekend, some point in time, I'll text you, and maybe we can hook up and have a quick chat. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, because I got something I hope you can help us with.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing else, we're gonna sign off for now.
All right.
All right.
Stay
Thank you,
well.
everybody.
All right, good
Safe,
night.
be safe,
All right,
be
good-
safe, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.